Oh, there it is. The audio code. Why? Because I want to have decent audio quality. Why am I talking like this? I don't know. Maybe I missed iDubbbz. Ugh. Alright. Headset so I can hear properly. And that way it's not going to overlap. That way the audio is going to be decent enough. Alright. Greatest Attorney. Why? Because I miss getting back to this game. I know you want to get into some rec room and probably mess around with whoever it is on Dodgeball. Just randomly make fun of a random Dodgeball player. Insult them, whatever. But it's time to get back to this. Alright, let's continue where we left off. Where we are in the final episode of the first game. So there's actually 2 games to this pack. Where actually select adventure. Ah shit, that's not what I want to do. So yes, there are 2 games. The first one, which is the adventures of, and then the second one is the resolve. So we're almost finished halfway throughout the whole entire thing. So this game has how many episodes? I know there's 5 episodes in the first one. I don't know about the second one. Is there also another 5? But yeah. Hey ya! Hi! Hi! Alright. I'm gonna say hoi! Hoi. Alright, so where were we again? We did the first part of the trial. We met Ringo and Nash, which looked like Mario and Luigi. Because, I don't know. You gotta put a Mario and Luigi character in there somewhere. But yes, Nash and Ringo. Don't know what's up with that. And also another thing I almost forgot to mention, that for some odd reason, those 2 think Tobias is like their older brother. So that's weird. Don't know what's up with that, but okay. We'll go with that. So, I already... Yeah, good? Yes. I'm fine. I'm trying not to fall asleep. It's like, oh shit, I gotta lay down. That moment, it's like, god damn it, I gotta lay down again. Yes. Staying awake. I got work tomorrow, I gotta get stuff done, but I want to get this done first. So, last I did part of the trial, met the Mario and Luigi characters, made some progress, but we've also got to another point. As Ziggs knew, their testimony would almost certainly expose the extent of their crimes. It would seem now that I owe my learned Nipponese friend a word of gratitude. Same, but PTE. What, you're trying to stay awake as well? What do you mean? What I mean is that you have helpfully confirmed an important fact. To what effect you refer, Lord Garnetzx? Yeah, I know what you mean. As has been established, at the point of the arrest, a single shot has been fired from the brother's gun. However, if that shot is found its target in Mr. Shorten's, then clearly these witnesses cannot be accused of the failed shooting of the proprietor and the victim. In other words, these 2 men have no material connection to the murder of Mr. Winniemek at all. I kinda didn't ask. Trying. It's not hard to stay awake. All you gotta do is drink 12 cups of coffee. And all you gotta do is staple your eyes open. Okay. All you gotta do is take a taser to your arm and then stay awake like that through electrifying yourself. So that's it. I wouldn't say they wouldn't have any material connection, but then again, I haven't exactly analyzed the gun. Skulkin Brothers gun. That's a pistola, that is. So there's ammunition still loaded in 5 of this revolver's 6 cylinders. Really? Yes, which tells us that only a single shot has been fired from it. Exactly. The bullet that hit Hurley, in fact, isn't it? Yes, it happened almost as soon as we walked in through Minibank's door. I'll make those brothers pay. Huh. So there are actually 5 bullets in this gun. Interesting. This gun is like super old. It's a pistol. It's got that weird curved handle. Like right going around at it. Can I reset it? Nah, I can't reset it. So yeah. It's like an older gun. Older than this gun, actually. I don't know. Like Van Zeeks is saying, these guys are not related, even though there was a separate crime, but I wouldn't say that them firing at Mr. Sholmes doesn't kind of absolve them of anything. Are they... what? That's it. We had nothing to do with it. We didn't, Dash. We didn't. That's what I reckon.
Your crimes include all unlawful entry, intent to steal, perjury, and let us not forget attempted murder. Quite a catalog, eh, fellas?
What in for now, bro? We'll get the death penalty!
Now then, let us take a moment to consider the aforementioned great detective, Mr. Sherlock Sholmes. It would seem that the man patronized the pawnbrokers in question somewhat regularly.
Where is he going with this?
Mr. Sholmes appears to take pleasure in tinkering with eccentric machinery.
Eccentric? Says who? Not me. Don't give me that look.
He installed a pair of machines like this one in the victim's shop.
Oh! That's one of Hurley's red-handed recorders!
What is that, Consul? It is the appearance of photographic contraption! As your lordship has surmised, it is indeed a camera attached to a small timing device.
Every half an hour, it automatically photographs the interior of the establishment. The idea being that if a thief were to break into the shop, he'd be caught red-handed.
The prosecution has obtained the photographs taken...
BRB. That's fine.
taken by the device on the night in question. Oh.
Huh. 8:30... 9 p.m... 9:30...
As the court will observe, copies of identical fingerprints are produced in quite delusionary fashion. Rather prodigal, I feel. In fact, there are 2 such devices in the victim's shop, my lord. If I may refer to the court to the plan of the premises, their respective positions are here. And here.
I don't drink coffee often. I don't drink coffee either. I drink BCAA. That has enough caffeine. That helps me get up in the morning. Yeah. But I do work at a coffee shop. So.
You say these cameras produce a print every half hour. I'm afraid it fails to see how that would help if the anticipated thief concluded his activities in one of the many 30-minute intervals. Only one can pray that would be criminal lingo's, my lord. On the night in question, the witnesses currently in the stand were not caught in camera.
Hey, that's a bit of friar talk, eh, bruv? Lady Luck loves a skulking.
Witnesses! At what time did your trespassing begin?
Yeah, must have been just after 1. Right, bruv? Must have been, Nash, must have been. Yeah, just got no 1.
In which case, minutes before these brothers entered the establishment. What scene might we expect to see within the shop?
Back. Hi.
Let us examine the evidence.
1 a.m. Oh, crap.
Good lord!
It's actually Wendy Bank and the accused holding the gun in question right at the table.
It's the defendant!
Yo, it's Mario.
It's Gino Lestrade!
Oh, shit. That's seriously incriminating.
As the court can clearly see, the accused is pictured, gun in hand, facing the victim over the shop counter. No doubt coercing the proprietor to open the door to his storeroom.
Oh, crap.
Quite! One can only too easily imagine the events that unfolded.
What is the exact location of the coffee shop? Why, you want to come over? You want to say hi? You plan on delivering pizza? Photograph taken automatically by the red-handed recorder showing the scene a short time before the murder took place. Ah! I don't believe it! Ginny!
In short, the accused is the only person who could have possibly have killed Mr. Winniebank.
Ah!
I say, my lord.
Who? What?
Wonder if I might put a word in at this point.
Yes, I'll come over. Okay.
Go ahead, Mr. Foreman. You took a badly buffet to the knee in the Battle of Maiwind, 1880, don't you know? Decorated for it and all that, but forced to retire from service, sadly. Oh, yes, yeah. Of course, the metal can never outshine the explosive chaps like us in the battlefield. Yeah, so bloody hell. Yes, Mr. Foreman, and what exactly is your point? Carried on the battle after retirement, you see, the battle of the daily life, if you like. And here I am now, leading this small squadron, 6 men, all good and true. And we'll go down together, you mark my words. 1 for all and all for one.
So, see ya! Okay. I gotta sleep or I die. I know what you mean.
The ladies and gentlemen of the jury have reached agreement, have they? Is that what we are to understand? Well, Mr. Foreman, is that correct? In a manner of speaking, yes. That is the Garnetzx squadron's position, sir.
What? No, it's too soon to make a judgment here.
Shots report for the countrymen, on the double!
His lordship insists on preemptive at all times, and that goes for the decision making. Hello! Hi! Hi! Oops! Sorry. Hi! Hi! I think you'll find the truth is as clear as the day now. I could reach out and touch it. Like these pictures in front of my...
I left it there. I just won, but honestly, I can't actually prevent that. I'm having another stroke again. Oh, situation clear. Stop. No room for doubt. Stop. Truth now undeniable. Stop. My very poor brothers. They are unlucky.
I don't know what possible voice I could come up with this. I don't know. Should I come up with like an East Romanian voice?
I am very, very sorry for brothers. They are unlucky.
Ah, freaking Russian voice, whatever.
Very well. I now call upon each member of the jury to state his or her leaning in the matter. Announce your considerable verdicts to the court.
Guilty.
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 Guilty. Guilty.
Guilty.
Oh, crap. Now we gotta do a closing argument summation examination.
It does appear that the jury is unanimous as it's leaning already.
That photograph. Literally showing the defendant that I have to defend holding the gun towards Winniebank. Well, not towards him, but holding the gun upward. But still, it shows that she was there with the gun in hand. So that's something I gotta argue. It must be the definitive evidence that Gregson mentioned. But she didn't shoot him. No, of course not. My lord, the defense wishes to assert its right to a summation examination.
Very well. The court grants permission. So, you refuse to admit defeat again. How unsurprising.
I thought you were gonna throw the wine in the fire again.
We shall proceed immediately to the summation. Into the fire! Oh, you didn't look. Mr. Foreman, are the members of the jury ready? Absolutely too late, sir. Always ready for action, my chaps. Very good. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you will each explain on what grounds you have determined the defendant be guilty.
I don't think they'll all state the photograph as a reason, but judicial findings. Juror's contention. All the evidence clearly points to the finger of the girls on this young pickpocket teen. As a housemaid, I should like to see all the filthy assholes promptly and rigorously eliminated. I think you'll find that if you look at the photograph in stereo, the truth will just pop out.
Left it in there. I should think there will be repercussions by now.
Are you still on to doctor jokes? Left what and where now? Mind made up, stop. Global radio transmission of the verdict to follow. Stop! In motherland, we never say judge by clothes, judge by head. I'm convinced brothers are innocent. Why are you holding a mouse and petting it like that?
Circumstances of the crime and the evidence do indeed implicate the defendant rather comprehensively.
A storeroom, locked from the inside, in which the victim and the accused were discovered alone. And in the accused's hand, the fatal revolver, the firing of which was heard by these witnesses. Not to mention this print! This print, there, sir. Figure from the shop who's seeing action on the battlefield. That young girl's on the verge of pulling the battle trigger. Thanks a lot, Mr. Sholmes. Oh dear, Early's cameras were supposed to help, not hinder.
I'm afraid I think you're in an uphill struggle ahead of you.
But Gina didn't shoot Mr. Winniebank. Which means there's more to the situation than we've yet to see. How are we gonna do something about this? Agreed.
You have the floor, counsel. Proceed with the summation examination.
Jury examination. The defense's rebuttal. And I'm going to save it a bunch of times. For obvious reasons. Okay, where to start? What to do? I don't know where to start. I don't know. Well, I clearly punched the finger of guilt at this young pickpocket teen. I don't know who to pit against who. There's no easy thing. So I'll just start off with number one. Mr. Garnetzx. You're Mr. Netzmaid's landlord, Mr. Garnetzx, aren't you? You really must stop meeting like this. You're the lordship. Well, is it true enough for the books? Yes, rather true doing time we had back then. Some extraordinary events took place at your house, that's for sure. Luckily, Mr. Sholmes and I were able to get to the bottom of it all. I think we rather did a lot for you, didn't we? I mean, obviously, I wouldn't be suggesting that therefore you should change your leaning to not guilty or anything. Can't be denied. Do you play Roblox? If you don't, can you play Roblox in the next stream? Why does everybody want me to play Roblox? It can't be denied, I suppose. The curse of the Garnetzx house is the talk of the town after the business. I was just moved out, and I couldn't get a matter so to take up the tenancies. Oh. I haven't had the horn through since Joni yet. I don't know if the old girl is clapping up. Oh well, yes, can't be denied. You need to ride a lot, but not for us, that's for darn certain. I suppose not. Of course. There can be no suggestion that being the reason I'm leaning towards guilty here, obviously. Obviously, but honestly. I really wish you'd pay more attention to the trial, less to juror number 2. Juror number 2? Huh. Roblox is fun, nerd! As a housemaid, I'd like to see all filthy eyesores prompt. Okay, so obviously we can't do anything with juror number 1. Because he's like the foreman or head honcho of everybody. He's like the captain leading everybody else. I don't know. Can I change juror number 2's mind? Hold it! Polishing the bench, I see. Again. A maid's work is never done. Not a blemish must remain. What exactly do you mean by filthy eyesores? On my way to the market for his lordship, I have to pass through the East End. The place is full of beggars, pickpockets, and crossmen. The scum of the earth. A little harsh, perhaps. Let me explain. If it were up to me, all those backslums would be made spick and span or eradicated. At least we have people like the great detective working to achieve those important goals. You're referring to Mr. Sherlock Holmes? That's right. I like to keep abreast of his exploits by reading Rand's magazine between my duties. He does wonders cleaning up London streets. In my opinion, he should be declared an honorary maid of the capital. Mr. Holmes, a maid? It's really quite unforgivable. Gutter scum having the audacity to shoot a very great detective. That were the two brothers, that wasn't Gina. Minor detail, it was the two brothers in the stand who shot Mr. Holmes, not the defendant. A minor detail indeed, they're all gutter scum as far as I'm concerned. Well, it just might be an idea to get our facts straight anyways. Yes, alright, I shall amend my statement. I think we might have a small step in the right direction. Those brothers are the scum of the earth. They should swing for shooting their great detective. Okay, we made a slight step forward. I don't know where that's gonna get us, but something tells me I have to question everybody else. I think you'll find that if you look at that photograph in the stereo, the truth will just pop out. Hold it! What do you mean, look at the photograph in the stereo? Sorry, what? Don't you know? If you don't look at the photographic print normally, it looks as though the pickpocket girl is about to shoot the victim, obviously.
Objection!
But, there's no indication the defendant never fired the gun. All I'm saying is if you look at the same photograph in stereo, it could reveal all sorts of new information. Like what? By any chance? Are you a fan of stereoscopes? Oh, how did you know? Even though I'm wearing one over my forehead right now. Let's call it a lucky guess. It never gets old seeing the two prints merge into one before their eyes. Just like my eyes! Almost merging together. It's extraordinary. It's captivating. It's a height of modernity. Of course. Oh yes, I think you'll find the stereoscope is here to stay. Do we still have that? No. Maybe back then, but not quite. Giving us new perspectives we can only dream before. Greatest invention the world has ever seen. If only could give me a new perspective in this case, I might agree with you.
If I left it there, I should think of... damn it, stroke again! Okay, stroke over.
Hold it! What exactly have you been muttering about all this time, sir? You keep talking about having left something somewhere, or something like that.
Oh, so sorry. I'm having a brain fart again. As you can probably tell, I'm a surgeon.
Uh-huh. A surgeon? That totally passed me by.
Of course, people who conduct surgery in the country aren't considered to be doctors. Oh no. Even though we're on the kind of forefront of medical science, the real brains in the field.
So, what is that you've been left behind?
Oh, well, that's impressive to be honest. You see, I was operating on someone yesterday. Started thing right in through the abdomen. But when I finished the anesthesia, I couldn't find the scalpel. Oh, sure, I left it somewhere. Maybe I left it to the patient.
What? Did he? Surely not.
Exactly, surely not, you say to yourself, don't you?
Why does everyone keep reading Naruto's mind? Literally. He thinks that to himself and everybody... I don't even know. Dear God, what is up with that?
Worrying, isn't it?
Yes. Yes, it is.
I just wanted to try to feel the whole time. Damn it! I couldn't really put my scalpel inside the fellow's belly. No, of course not, I couldn't. So, a little embarrassing, really.
That's one way of putting it. The other is manslaughter.
That's exactly my concern. And seeing as this case appears to be all sewn up, I need to focus on trying to remember exactly what I've sewn up elsewhere. No, I'm sure I made sure everything was back as it should be. Well, I'm sure you can be without being sure.
What? Sure you need to be more sure. Wait, what? Okay, okay, so juror number 4, I might have to come back to later. Mind made up, stop. Global radio transmission of electric pole, stop. Hold it! Very talkative. Sorry, radio transmission? What do you mean? Are you from the Far East? Stop. Yes, from the Empire of Japan. All communication with Far Eastern nations used to take place by mail. Royal Mail service take more than a month to complete the journey. Ah, but now we have the electric telegrams, so we can send messages using electric signals. I'm sure we have a little more than that, but okay. Thousands of miles of cables have been laid along the ocean beds, connecting the entire world. Thousands of miles of cable on the ocean bed. Makes my head hurt just think about it. You're well informed, your lady. Hehe. Well, cables will soon become a thing of the past. Stop. And just when I started to catch up. Radio station official! Stop! Message carried out over the airways. Before going to the globe. Stop! Exciting going. Stop! Atmospheric electric. Stop! Right. Try not to wear out your fingers. Even though I see one. One finger going down. And do the wireless telegraphy. Stop! Looks like you're freaking playing a one-key piano key. Try to take a little revolution. Stop! And people say inventions like the stereoscope or the height of technology. What on your piffle? I think I have an idea. I can't understand it. I really can't. Excuse me. Juror number 3. Sorry to interrupt when you're obviously fuming, but... What? What? You have to have something to say to juror number 5's last remark? As if I couldn't guess? Oh, you bet I do! Say that again! Go on! Go on, I dare you! I'll stab you in the eye! Goodness, are you talking to me? I think he just might be, yes. You think stereoscopes are just toys, do you? Ha! Absolutely, I mean. Really, I'm ashamed of you photographs in 3 dimensions. Why on earth would anyone not just use your eyes to look at the world around you? It's all 3-dimensional. What a great way to appease a man. No, I'm sorry. Stereoscopes don't feel practical use at all. You just don't know! Pardon? I think you'll find the viewing of a photograph through a stereoscope can unlock all sorts of possibilities. I'm obviously going to have to demonstrate. What sort of possibility? Well, take a crime scene for example. If you had a pair of photographs from a crime scene that you could have viewed through a stereoscope, you could reveal hidden clues you never even noticed before. What? Have you got any, Bruno? Any prints you could look at with a stereoscope? Yeah. How about this print here? It should do the trick, I think. Photograph of Gina. I think that's the one we're talking about. Alright then, juror number 3. Are you saying you can do this with any 2 suitable photographic prints? Of course I can! Very well then. I'd like you to demonstrate. I'd be delighted to. Just one more print and I amaze you all. Oh crap. Crime scene photograph. I don't have another photograph, I don't have another photograph. Ticket, I don't have another photograph. I don't have another photograph. Crap.
Take that!
This one? No, that won't work. Wait, sorry? What do you mean? One more print. Oh dear, oh dear. Don't you have these in the Far East? Don't you know a stereoscope works? We know. What? I did that on mistake on purpose. You need to photograph for a scope, remember? Where do you get the second one? You know, one for the left eye and one for the right. I don't know where the second is. Oh, yes. Yes, I remember now. But the print we have from the pawnbrokery is just a normal photograph. No, I think you'll find the clue's in the name. That's a stereoscope, and not a monoscope. You always need two photographs. Thanks for the friendly explanation. Well, if we obtain another print at some point later in the trial, we can always show it to this young man then. Okay, so we have to find another print somehow. Somewhere. I don't know. We don't have it yet. Ha! I think you'll find that know-it-all expression is really starting to annoy me.
Let's get things back on track, shall we, Council?
Okay, so we gotta find another photograph somewhere. But where? So we have to press juror number 5 again? And after we find out.
In Motherland, we never say judge by clothes, judge by head. I am convinced brothers are innocent.
Hold it! Which brother? Please tell me you're not Villain Bolshevik, the Russian revolutionary.
Revolutionary? Duh. I believe there is such a rumor.
It's just a rumor.
As you see, I have an unfortunate appearance. I look like a vicious criminal.
Your words, not mine. Just wanna point that out.
People call me revolutionary, murderer, autocrat. And which glove fits? Maybe this one. I don't know, not glove. Good day, I'm visiting London for sightseeing. I'd like to take bus to Crystal Tower, please.
Right, that didn't sound staged at all. You'll forgive me for having my doubts.
They'll be treated like vicious criminal all the time. It's very painful. People do not realize. So I have much sympathy for these brothers. People say they're criminals only because of how they look.
The Skulkin brothers?
Duh, maybe they went inside pawnbroker's shop. But they have done nothing wrong. This is all I want to say.
The Skulkin brothers did nothing wrong that night. Alright, first of all, that's one not so little misunderstanding I need to clear up straight away. Tell me something, Iris. What is it, Bruno? The jurors are chosen at random among the inhabitants of London town, aren't they? Yes! It's amazing, isn't it? In that case, how is it that there's a Russian tourist sitting on them who looks all over the world like a revolutionary? I wish I knew. If I can change the minds of more than half these 6 jurors, the trial will be over. But we know that Jenny would never shoot anyone. Yes, we need to find a contradiction in these jurors are saying and pit them against each other. I must be ready to go whatever lengths I have to convince them of Gina's innocence. Okay. I have one idea. I have one slight idea. But first things first, we can't go to juror number 5 to contradict juror number 3 because we need a second photograph. But I do have another slight idea. Juror number 2 and juror numnumber 6. Brothers come on the earth, they should swing for the shooting the great detective. So juror number 2 and juror number 6. Never judge clothes just by convinced brothers are innocent. So juror number 2 and juror number 6 are at odds with each other because he thinks the brothers are innocent. She thinks the brothers are scum. So, scum of the earth, she's waiting for shooting, and motherland is brothers are innocent, so here! Those two statements clearly contradict each other.
Good Lord! Council, explain yourself!
Oh my statement? Contradictory?
Uh-oh.
Juror number 6, you got the wrong end of the stick.
I do not have stick. I have mouse.
Never mind. As juror number 2 said earlier, when the Skulkin brothers fled the scene of the night in question, they fired a shot from the revolver. Yes, they shot poor Mr. Sholmes in the abdomen, I understand. Surely you're not going to tell the court now that you didn't hear. Abdomen, ABD. I think I skipped C. Never mind. Sir? Sorry. My English is still learning. But, wait. You are telling the court you didn't hear? Forgive me, I did not hear. Here's a word, abdomen. Part of the person's body containing stomach and other vital organs. If this is what you mean, you can say it in plain English. I'm Russian, not native speaker. Who thought it was a good idea to let this man be on the jury again? Meditate with mouse. Mouse meditation is so fun. You are telling me these brothers who look like criminals were lying? They said before, we never done nothing. The truth is, they shot Detective Da. This is double negative. Yes, that's exactly right. Lying is wrong, especially when lies said by a person who looks like a criminal. I hold the mouse gently, very soft. See, he's not screaming. Coming from you, that seems surprisingly prejudiced. This means, when they said we never took nothing, maybe there was also a big fat lie. Who knows, maybe fat liar is also lying. Is it true? Well, according to the police report, no stolen goods were found, so... Enough, I trust no one now. It's not the mouse's fault though, sir. I see with my own eyes. Assuming I have eyes. Oh wait, with our eyes? I must investigate the crime scene myself. You move over, I do it. I'm afraid that won't be... Yes it is, Renault. Easily. Sorry. With the prints on the Hurley's red-handed recorder? Ah. If you compare the print that pictures Ginny and the next print from half an hour later, you'll be able to see straight away if anything was taken or not. Cooey, Mr. Prosecutor.
Tut. Calling out the prosecution in the middle of a summation examination of all times. The print showing the accused threatening the victim after she broke into the shop is this one.
That's a 1 a.m.
Following this, the victim and the accused moved to the storeroom. Meanwhile, the Skulkin brothers entered the shop and similarly heard the fatal gunshot ring out. Sadly, none of these events were captured on film. This is the print produced by the camera half an hour later, after the brothers' flight.
Huh. We might need that. So this was taken after Hurley was shot then. As far as I can tell. Nothing has been taken. Huh, wait, what? That does seem to be the case. I can't notice anything that's obviously missing in the second print. Huh.
So the brothers look like criminals, only told one lie. They shot men, but they stole nothing.
It would seem so, yes.
Good.
No, not good.
You were right. I did not understand the situation. Now I know brothers have lied. I think this is very important to continue with trial.
Well, that changed his mind. Yay! Well done, Runo. The balance is shifting. Well, it's a start, I suppose, but there must be more in what the jurors are saying that I can use to expose the truth. If I can do that, we must just turn the situation in our favor still.
Thank you, counsel. Continue with the summation examination. And kindly hand that new photographic print to the bailiff to be filed as evidence.
That's what we need. That's what we need to continue. So that's how you get the second photograph. Another print of the court record. I wonder if we can make use of this. Also, I gotta use a washroom badly because obvious reasons, so... Yep, and I'm right back. I had to take a piss break. Because I need a piss back. Alright. Alright, where's that headset? Okay, good thing I got 2 headphone holders under my desk. Yeah. Okay. Back! Okay, where was I? Okay, we can definitely make use of that.
I like the... In Lake of Lies, on many dead fish will not find the truth. Therefore I say not guilty verdict.
Okay, this one, so... Hold it! Just skip her until she gets to the point where... Okay, so... Okay, skip. Okay, now we can get to him.
Excuse me.
Excuse me. Number 3, Sergeant Rock. Alright, now we get to look at. Oh, you better do. Alright, we're gonna get through the photographs, skip all this. Okay, skip all that. Absolutely, we got the 2 photographs. Oops. The first one of Gina.
Take that!
And then the second one that we just got. This one more prints. Okay, post-shooting photograph. Here!
Take that!
Now let's start reading. Alright, these 2 prints were both taken with the same camera and Winnie makes on the night in question. Yes, I see. Tell me, Mr. Lawyer. Do you know how stereotypic images work? Do you understand the principle? Well, I think so. I did have a lesson only yesterday. The left and right eye images need to be the same, with a slight shift in the position of some objects. Then your brain merges the 2 images together inside your head and notices they shift as if we were in depth. Huh. Yes, exactly! That small shift between certain objects on the 2 pictures, that's really important. So what happens if you use 2 photographs that are exactly the same then? No, obviously that wouldn't work at all. Not for seeing the 3-dimensionally anyway. Oh! Of course, now I see it. Ah, I think the young girls discovered the secret. I have. I almost smushed my eyes together. Can you uncross your eyes before you tell me? Have another look at these 2 pictures from Hurley's camera, Bruno. Go on! What? You see that there's really obviously difference between them? Of course there is. There are 2 people in the first and no people in the second. Well, as you can see straight away, but now, try looking at the pictures in 3-dimensional. Alright, I'll give it a go. So, start with, you have to cross your eyes, and you have to try to, oh crap, overlap exactly. Is that someone lying on their back in the background? Huh. Like, there's a pair of feet sticking out right here, which makes me wonder what is up with that. Huh. Let's see if I can cross my eyes. I can make the quill pen's picture overlap. Wait. What's different about this? Well, did you manage to see it properly, Bruno? What if I say yes or no? What if I say yes? Just out of curiosity. Not really. What if I say no? I'm just not very good at this. That's the trouble. Oh, don't worry. I have just a thing. It happened to bring it with me. A portable stethoscope. Really? Oh, you made it easier? I know I mentioned this yesterday, but if you only had that contraption with you from the outset, you could have seen me staring at Mr. Remake and Gino like I hate them all but that time. And if you remember, I said in reply, that it's much more satisfying to be able to see the effect with your own eyes. Anyway, why don't we get this helpful aid now? Okay. Here goes. What the hell? Why is that thing? Why are those things in the background highlighted? Now, let's see what we've got. Wait, look at that! That's what's going on with these two pictures. Why is it some of the things in the counter sort of jumped at you? Why? Oh god, even Van Zeek says it. Yes, yes, yes! That's it, you see? That's the other amazing power of the stereoscopes! Other amazing power?
So we're going to explain this black magic, eh? Why the deuce you have things on the counter seem to jump out like you were like that,
I think you'll find that if you consider the basic principle of the stereoscope, you'll answer your own question.
Basic principle of the... Basic principle...
Ah, damn it! I forgot the voice for her.
Basic principle for the stereoscope.
As I said before, if you try to look at two identical pictures using stereoscope, it won't work at all. It's a slight shift in positions of certain objects lets you see the picture in 3 dimensions. In other words, even though at first glance it seems the objects on the counter haven't moved at all between the pictures, this shows that actually there must have been a slight shift in their positions. Wait, what? Yes, it must have been.
Now hold fire there, sir. Got a reasonable grasp of this whole cross-eyed business now, I say. But why the devil does this shift between the two prints exist in the first place? Well, what's the answer, fellow? Come on, you're the cross-eyed master.
Okay. Why is that there? That the objects were tampered with? And this reveals more to the scene? Oh, me? I have the first idea. You know, Bruno, it's quite simple. It is? Just think it through step by step. The first photographic was taken at 1 a.m. Then, 30 minutes later, the second photograph was taken. But the position of some items and counters appear to have shifted slightly in the interim. So that means that sometime in the half-hour interval, someone must have tampered with things on the counter.
Zonkers!
Someone tampered?
No federation, stop! Not to mention in testimony so far, stop!
Yes. We've had to go around in circles here, it seems. But I'm starting to see what I should be aiming at in this summation examination now. Ladies and gentlemen, the question now is clear. We know items on the countertop were moved, but by whom?
By who are suggesting you might know?
I don't know. Oops. Okay, who could have possibly been? Of course. I can tell you right now who is responsible for almost imperceptibly shifting the items in the counter. Okay. Let's stop and think about this for a second. There are 4 people I can think of. It's either Gina, Winniebank, or the 2 Skulkin brothers. So... okay, who would... Okay, so the shift occurred just after. It's one of those 4. I don't know who or why yet. It's just... that's the only 4 people I can break it down to. Okay. And it was between 1 in the morning and 1:30 in the morning. I don't know. Who and why? Why would they do it? Okay. Let's see if we can cross out Winniebank. Winniebank, would he move anything? No. So it's down to the 3. The only reason I started off with 4 is because it started off with the 4 people in the first place. So it's either Gina or the 2 brothers. So if we look at the picture, when Gina was there, nothing was moved. So what would have had been one of the 2 brothers? What if I say Nash? Just out of curiosity. Him!
Take that!
It was the witnesses currently in the stand. The Skulkin brothers. Oh, so it either had to been one of them. Wait. This does not agree with what the brothers said in testimony before. They said that they do not even have time to pull dukes from Lucy Lockets. My favorite book says dukes mean hands and Lucy Lockets mean pockets. But is this another lie? Is that what you're saying? Yes, I'm afraid so. Okay, so I managed to stop and think about it and literally narrow it down to one of them. So I actually thought about it really well. Yes, I'm afraid so.
Hold on a minute. You can't be sure of that.
I quite agree. The accused is a common pickpocket after all. True, but if you look at the picture with her in it, the objects didn't change until the 1:30 mark. So... perfectly possible that she went through the things on the desk to see what she might steal. I think that's unlikely.
And why? Exactly.
As you can see from this photographic print, the defendant was pointing a gun at the victim. Well, not really pointing the gun at the ceiling. It would seem, as my learned friend indicate, that she was coercing Mr. Winniebank to open the storeroom. In other words, Miss Lestrade's interest lay within the storeroom, not on the main shelf, giving her no reason to touch anything on the counter. All of which points to one thing. The Skulkin brothers have omitted key facts in their testimony. Oh! But the accused is a pickpocket, common gutter trash. Why look any further than the wrongdoer here? Because the Skulkin brothers are thieves, madam. No better, in fact, worse than a pickpocket. Oh! Oh, that makes plenty of sense. I believe that these brothers were looking for something on the victim's counter that night. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, if you condemn the defendant on grounds that she's a pickpocket, would it not at least be right to proper, thoroughly scrutinize testimony given by her and 2 thieves?
Well, sir. I for one would like to hear more from the sheep here.
Did he just use his head to do that? Yeah, he did. Oh, man. Can you see it all now? I think if I stereoscoped on playthings, you've seen the extraordinary potential firsthand. So I actually convinced everybody.
Oh, the nigga great stop. Us! Purchase after trial stop. We'll turn home via Region Street stop. Well, it would seem this trial has yet run its course. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury have declared their inclination via my skills of justice. I hereby call the summation examination to conclusion, with the balance altered in the defendant's favor. 2 lean guilty, 4 lean to not guilty. Accordingly, the jury is without consensus. And I order this trial to continue.
Yay! Well done. Oh, by the way. What?
You
You should hold on to this, Renew. You never know when it might come in useful. Twice in one trial when would be usual, surely, but alright. The stereoscope full of device allows anybody to enjoy seeing things in 3 dimensions simply by looking through eyepieces.
Garnetzx! You will instruct the witnesses that the court demands additional testimony from them. Into the fire or not into the fire? I'm sure it won't spoil the banquet to do so, my lord. Not into the fire, sorry.
I want myself another chance to probe that pair about their activities that night, at least. And I won't stop probing them until I've proven that Gina is innocent. And also the camera is slowly zooming into me. I somehow pulled it off. Yes, I'm making weird, incomprehensible noises. Maybe it's me being tired. Maybe I know I gotta have some melatonin. I am right down to my last melatonin. Dear God, I gotta go pick some up. See? Probably can see it right at the bottom there. It's so hard to tell.
Order! Please, let us resume proceedings. Witnesses, will now retake the stand.
Alright, Mario and Luigi. And Gregson. I don't know why those two see Gregson as a higher or older brother.
I assume you heard the defense and counsel summation examination?
Oh yeah, go for the... Oh crap. I didn't go... I did! Mr. Skulkin, stop using those. Stop using what? Stop using what? The voices from Mario and Luigi? The melatonin? What are you talking about? God, blimey! This is going to be hard work. Yes, voice acting is hard work. Early in the trial, you gave the following testimony about your actions after you entered Miss Moneybanks. Well, it was Bedlam soon as, weren't it? It was Nash, it was. Didn't even have time to pull me dukes out to me Lucy Pop Lockets. However, that was a lie. You brothers... Gord! Blimey! I was on the night in question. You rifled through the items on the victim's counter. We'd never done nothing of the sort. How'd you figure that out? Ugh!
You will now give formal testimony once again. You will tell the court precisely what happened on the night in question. And this time, you will tell the truth. Especially the whole truth.
Each lie that passes your lips serves to increase the severity of your punishment. Not into the fire. And that, gentleman, may deal a crushing blow to your chances of ever seeing the light of day again. I will make sure you will only see darkness. I thought worth pondering, perhaps.
Say more got a funny area. We'll blab you squeak, will peach! Why are they called... Well, they got skulls, of course. Illegal entry, the whole truth. Literally. Alright, we knocked a few things over, but we weren't rifling for nothing. It was when we heard the gunshot, see? Made us both jump and all the stuff went flying. Ah, shit. It is 9 o'clock. And I'm gonna have this. Alright, see? 9 o'clock. Yeah, so... it's the last one I got. And the only one I got for now. Into the trash it goes. There. Chocolate flavored melatonin. Knocks me out just like that. Oh, like Lummy, it didn't give me a fright. We was thinking they should have come up to the door and get that next. Got out of the there. We took everything back when we found it and scuppered straight into it in the black. I'm in the black. We couldn't have a shot at the pawnbroker, see? We never even had a chance, did we? I didn't ask that, but it's interesting you mentioned it.
So you made the defense's accusation. You did indeed ransack Mr. Winnimake's countertop on the night in question.
Not ransack off, no. That's right, Nash, that's right. It's more like we tidied up, yeah. Melatonin for noobs. Yeah, well, it also helps me sleep, so I can work in the morning. I guess I'm the biggest noob of them all.
I should throw you two into the fire.
Oh, sorry.
By their own admission, these brothers entered the pawnbrokery under dubious circumstances. However, they panicked and fled on upon hearing the gunshot, having first made good their mess.
The way you say it, we already sound like roughs at all.
We don't, Nash, we don't. Can't you gotta make it sound a bit more cutthroat?
It can't just be a coincidence that these men showed up at Winnimake's that night. There's more to their testimony than meets the eye. I'm sure of it. And I wonder if Gregson had anything to do with it. Alright, we did knock a few things over. Okay. When do you wake up? 8 in the morning. Because I gotta drag myself out of bed. Actually, 8:30. Because usually, when I get up a certain time, I gotta cook chicken. Or get dressed, cook chicken, cook breakfast, have protein shake, have a frickin' BCA. Then I gotta prepare the chicken and get ready to go. Then I got, at around 9:30, I gotta walk to work. Or maybe 9:20, give or take a few minutes. Be at work by 10. And then work from 10 till 5. And then come back and do the live stream. Alright, should I press... Hold it! If that's the case, then why didn't you testify to the effect in the first place? Well, you know, we ain't exactly squeaky clean, are we? We ain't, Nash, we ain't. If we admitted something like that, people would think we was up to no good. Proceed, Ringo, mi old China. We don't only land ourselves in more trouble. I wake up at 5 in the morning, oh god. I only wake up at 5 in the morning when I have to take a wicked piss. And in fact now, as a result of lying your previous testimony, that's exactly what you've done, landing yourselves in even more trouble. Oh crap. That's rotten luck! Says the rotten apple eater.
Witnesses. Explain your actions to the court. Why did you ransack the victim's counter?
We never ransacked nothing. Right, Nash, right. More like we tidied the place up.
I give you an icy glare. Tell the truth.
Oh, sorry! It was when he heard the gunshots, he made us both jump and all the stuff went flying. Hold it! So what you're saying is, I do my makeup daily, so it takes some time. Yeah, I get that. Well, I don't do makeup even though I should. So now the gunshot shocked you so much you knocked all those things off the counter? Well, it shocked one of us that much, yeah. The bag of nerves need to keep his shirt on. Look, it was loud, alright, Blimey. Me and Granny would have woken up at that bang. Big Bruv here screamed like a blowing baby and fell over the counter. Big Bruv. He knocked over a load of books, a candlestick, and some skull or whatnot. The good and good and merry night, we knocked over the picture frame, we knocked them on the scales of the floor. You really mastered working quietly, or in this case, loudly. What a racket! Me Granny would have been scared back in the grave. What's a clatter like that? So in short, the gunshot took you by surprise. And then some, but it was what? It was quiet as a mouse, and then all of a sudden, BAM! Huh. Interesting.
Excuse me.
Why would Gregson take issue with that? Inspector Gregson, do you have something to add?
Like I keep saying, I don't appreciate being lumped with these scoundrels.
No, something to add to their testimony? You seem to just reacted just now to what Mr. Skulkin said. Okay. Huh. The only time Big Bruv Air screamed like a bloomin' baby and fell over on the counter. That's Nash. That's the only time he ever mentioned Inspector Gregson, but it wasn't until that. Did it make you think of something?
Let's see, what? It's probably nothing, of course. I wouldn't even bother to mention it, only. Well, the fact is, cases don't get solved if you ignore the little details.
How about you just tell us what's on your mind?
As you know, we brought these fellows into the yard for questioning last night. And the statement they gave then just told a slightly different story to what they're saying now.
Did it?
You claimed you heard the gunshot, something out before. You heard the victim shout out something before the gunshot.
We might have, Gov. We might have. Does ring a bell now that you mention it.
Granted, it's only a minor detail, still. I cannot feel like perhaps you've been a bit sloppy with your testimony here, eh, fellas? If I discover the witness' testimony has been any more sloppy than it is said that you've proven me, I shall force to bring the very harshest punishment to bear witness against them.
Easy. We'll get it right this time. That's it, yep. It's all coming back to me now.
Then speak! Supplement your testimony with whatever details you have miraculously returned to your questionable mind, sirs.
What did you want to come? Just before the gunshot, we heard a voice yelling out, "Give me that gun!" Now, who would have said that? And why does Gregson complain about being lumped up back? Heard a gunshot yelling out. Give me that gun. Just before the gunshot, we heard a voice yelling out, "Give me that gun." Hold it! Huh. So in fact, you heard the voice and the gunshot almost simultaneously? We did go for it! Although, I suppose if you're being honest, we heard a kind of wavering voice before the yelling all. If you don't want to get shot. Give me the gun. BAM! Kind of a thing. Okay, I'm literally stopping and looking at and thinking, if you don't want to get shot, give me that gun. Okay, that... You don't want to get shot, give me... Usually a person making that statement would have a gun, but a person saying that is literally the one who doesn't have the gun. That's a weird statement right there. Kind of thing. A career in acting, tragically missed. Oh god. And where are the voices coming from? Could you tell? Of course we could! From the other side of that door behind the counter it was. From the storeroom, where the victim was found dead.
And the voice you heard, it was the victim or Windy Bank?
On my granny's life, of course it was. On his granny, of course it was. which was it? So, that would mean that you both knew Mr. Winnie and the sound of his voice. Eh? That would mean what? So, let's say they didn't know. Okay, let's stop and think about this. They don't know Mr. Winniebank's voice. They don't know who said what. What, Nash, what? Any ideas?
This goes all indeed it would.
Come up with a lie now. Oh, actually, can't lie. No. We didn't know the geezer. How am I supposed to deny when old bloke and old fancy claw was giving us the evil eye? Who? Alright, get rid of this. Thank you.
If you value your lives, you'll ensure your testimony is accurate and true.
Oh my goodness, life it is. On his granny's life, this must be. It's a good job his granny's dead.
To summarize then, immediately after hearing the voice of the victim, you then hear the gunshot. Casing you stumble and upset the items on the counter, scattering all over his shop floor.
You make it sound like we're clumsy. Don't forget we tidy up like good little boys. Anyway, the way I see it. That bloke who owned the place was holding a gun, so he should have fired instead of yelling at the girl. Should I go after this? The bloke that owned the place was holding a gun, so he should have just fired instead of yelling at the girl. Huh. That's interesting. These two people... Okay, let's stop and think. His testimony suggests that the person who owned the gun, Winniebank, was holding the gun, so he should have fired at the girl. But the thing is, he didn't have the gun. She did. So... Objection! You're saying that on the night in question, the victim, Mr. Winniebank, was wielding a gun. Is that correct? That's it, Gov. You got the picture. Yes, Nash, she has, no question. Yeah, you're right. I do have the picture. And it completely says the opposite of what you're saying! And yet the photographic evidence from the first time of the incident clearly shows that Mr. Winniebank was not in possession of a firearm of any description.
Objection!
You surprise me. Does the defense really intend to highlight evidence that compromises the position of the accused even more? Ah.
Furthermore, the defense has failed to establish that the photographic print presented was taken a suitably short time prior to the victim's death. Your chronology is severely lacking, counsel.
Yeah, that's right. Do right, Nash, do right. The old kid could have been able to turn the tables on the girl, eh? Hardly likely.
I'm afraid this won't stand as conclusive evidence.
Ah.
Continue with the cross-examination, counsel. And heed my warning, earlier witnesses.
Okay, the Skullkin's never a Skullkin. Okay. So was that a mistake? Huh. Okay. I gotta stop and think about this. Maybe that was too easy, but I feel like that would have just further incriminated Gina. Okay. Okay, just before the gunshot, we heard a voice yelling out, "Give me that gun." Okay. Okay. Papa Fry was thinking they should have come out the door and get us next. I don't know, maybe if I press more, I don't know.
Hold it!
Hold it! What makes you think they would get you? So you didn't try to open the storeroom then? Not out of your life.
It went nothing quite after that, indeed. Put the right one up me. Anyway, the door was locked, wasn't it? No way that was opening.
Yes, of course. It was locked from the inside, or so we've been led to believe.
It was from the inside.
Right, so we had no way of knowing what was going on in there, did we? Unless there was some other way to get a view of the way inside the storeroom, like through the keyhole or spy hole, perhaps. Don't ring no bells, don't light no lights. We've had to cut running before we noticed anything like that. We're still cutting our teeth in this game, see? But one day... Well, really, cut the mustard. Please, cut it out.
But as we know, behind that door was the victim's lifeless body, with the accused not 2 feet away.
Yes, unfortunately. Gina was in there unconscious with the gun in her hand. But how did she get unconscious?
To confirm, would it be correct to say that neither of you set foot inside the storeroom?
That's right, Gov, that's right.
Couldn't have even if we wanted to.
We stuck everything back where we found it and scattered straight into I'm in the black.
Hold it! What the hell does that mean? Yes, whereupon you fired a shot from your own gun at Mr. Airlock Sholmes. Oh, yeah, he was a bit hasty there.
We was not sure he was. Truth be told, I was already shaking like a leaf when you not turned up.
You were shaking like a leaf. Don't point a loaded gun in your hand.
Good advice, miss, good advice.
Truth be told, my mind went totally blank. And I go shooty blam blam. Before your mind goes totally blank, make sure you don't have a loaded gun in your hand. Mental note made it, miss.
After that, we legged it down the street, but apparently we looked dodgy to the couples or something, so they clapped the derbies on a takeaway. Like winking.
And after you've been handcuffed, the police found this revolver in your possession, correct?
Well, yeah.
But listen, that proves it, don't it? Eh? We couldn't have shot the pawnbroker, see? We never had a chance, did we? See? Okay, you never had a chance. Hold it! Why should we believe that? Eh, what? Well, cause it's true, ain't it?
The place was already empty when we went in.
At that time, the victim was already in the storeroom, having been forced to open the door by the accused who had a gun to his head.
What?
In other words, on the night in question, these 2 witnesses never even laid eyes on the proprietor of the pawnbrokery, Mr. Winnipeg. Correct.
You've got it, miss.
You've got it, mister.
Down to a T. So the Skulkin brothers never actually encountered Mr. Windybank. Is that really true, I wonder? That's it? That's the full extent of the testimony?
What is it, Bruno? You look very fierce. I could pour you some over tea if you're tired.
Oh, thank you. But I'm fine. Being such a logical thinker, you'd probably laugh. But I feel as though these brothers are still hiding something. Something important. There's nothing more than a feeling, though. I have no proof to support it.
Well, feelings can be very logical at times.
Sorry.
People's expression, the movements of their eyes, the words they choose. They can take all of that and your brain will quietly analyze it to come up with a feeling like you described. You've concluded that there's something suspicious about this testimony without knowing why. That's all. I think you should trust your instincts.
Alright, thank you. Sometimes I think if she's 10 years old, I must be 5. For nothing. Okay, so this is the only part that had an amendment, testimony amendment. I don't know what else to say. Alright, let's go with one clue. Just before I got your voice yelling out, give me that gun. Okay, is there anything that will contradict what they see? Relative position of the main shop in the rear storeroom. Okay. Let's go on the assumption that these brothers didn't know who the voice came from. It could have been Mr. Winniebank, but... heard the voice yelling out, give me that gun. So who yelled that voice out? Or taking place. I'm just gonna take a guess and say it's a photograph. Here! Nope! Nope, it didn't work. Why? Because the music didn't stop. Okay, I gotta think about this. Heard the gunshot. We heard a voice yelling out, give me that gun. Okay. They heard a voice yell out, give me that gun. Just before... Wait, the crime scene photograph! The reason why is because he was shot in the back. So, he was facing away from there. So, objection! What? Oh my god! Why? He was shot in the back. Just before... No, whatever. Okay, what am I not getting? It wasn't the photograph. Just before we heard the gunshot, we heard a voice yelling out, give me that gun. Okay. I'm kind of stumped with this, but I don't... Okay, who did it? Why? Who? Where? Think! Let's go back one more time. These brothers don't know who said what. The fact that Nash was surprised at Ringo at hearing something like Winniebank's voice, they didn't know. Just before we heard a voice call out. Or give me that gun. Just before the gunshot, we heard a voice yelling, give me that gun. But, okay. Let's stop and think. I have another idea. It's way out of there. Like, when these two were testifying, they kept bringing up Gregson in there, so... Why would Gregson be involved? Was he the one that said, give me the gun? Because Nash was the only one who was surprised. Okay, showing Scotland Yard gains access to the crime scene. Okay. When was this dated? Case notes, today's paper, autopsy report, deaths with instant due to single bullet from the back, there are no other signs. Objection! No, again! This reveals a damning consistency, the last statement. Oh my god. I failed again, didn't I? Okay. There's gotta be something I'm not getting. Heard a voice yelling out, give me that gun. Where was that voice coming out? Hold it! Let's press it again. I just wanna... The fact you heard a voice and the gunshot almost simultaneously. Being honest, we heard a kind of way better voice before the yell and all. You don't wanna get shot. Give me that gun. Acting tragically missed. Voice is coming from, can you tell? On the other side of that door, behind the counter. Storm, the victim is found dead. Voice you heard. It was that of the victim, Mr. Winniebank.
so they're both confirming from Van Zeeks. So, that would mean that you both knew Mr. Windybank and the sound of his voice. They didn't know who said what. He didn't know the geezer. That's what I woke it up. Okay. You then heard the gunshot. As you stumble upset items. Okay. I don't. He should have just fired instead of yelling at the girl. How does he know? He said he didn't know the bloke that owned the place was holding the gun, so he should have just fired instead of yelling at the girl. Dang it, I'm really stuck here. I am frickin' trying to get this. This is a head scratcher. But that's the thing. How did he... He didn't know the voice of that. Sheena was holding when she was found unconscious. There are signs of a single discharge. Should I use this? The bloke who owned the place was holding the gun, so he should have fired instead of yelling at the girl. But Gina was holding it when she was found unconscious, so... I'm just gonna take another wild guess.
Objection.
Nope! Damn it! Just before the gunshot, we heard a voice yelling out, "Give me that gun." I'm really stuck on this. I gotta take a break. This is why I gotta get some sleep. So you know what? I will stop right here, figure out what the hell this is, and I might solve it tomorrow. Alright? I'll see you all.